Prepare for big changes, climatic, geological and astronomical. Nibiru has the power to manipulate space weather, and influence all stars in the universe. It was Nibiru that caused the universal flood on planet Earth. It was Nibiru that extinguished great civilizations of the past, such as Atlantis and Lemuria. Subscribe to the channel. The west coast of California and the entire American Pacific coast, 1,500 kilometers, will be underwater. We're not the only ones saying this, scientists and oceanographers say it too. They just don't disclose that the real reason is Nibiru. Nibiru will awaken Krakatoa, the volcano that altered the Earth's climate, with an unprecedented eruption in 1883. Take this celestial object seriously, it will simply change the paradigms of human society forever. So let's get straight to the point and the facts, concretely what will happen. With culmination and the change of the north-south magnetic poles, of the planet's own magnetic field and probable movement of the crust of the same known as lithosphere, the radical change in the continental configuration from all over the planet, all of this happening together and at the same time, theory developed by Charles Hapgood, created since 1958, and an event shown in the movie 2012, Off the Coast of California. This event has already been predicted, and also, seen, by several individuals besides Hapgood. It is proceeding slowly, constantly evolving and is irreversible. All the governments of the main countries know that this is going to happen, a geophysical event, they just don't know the exact date. The event and the date were shown to me in one of my meditations. I will reveal with 3,000 subscribers. Disclosure is necessary with as many people as possible, lives are at stake. I also seen the complete destruction of the Lisbon area, capital of Portugal, in a future great earthquake, something that already happened in 1755. Believe it or not, I don't need supporters or I'm looking for fame. I'm not a prophet or a seer, I just have privileged information that doesn't come from the earth. Changes in sea retreat in various parts of the world, including South America, tornadoes in previously unaffected areas, frequent and large-scale earthquakes. Volcanoes in full activity, animals with orientation difficulties due to the change of the Earth's magnetic poles, increase in temperature in the oceans and solar radiation. The consequence of what will probably happen in the last 2 months of this year, and the beginning of 2023. Global event involving great volcanic activity, climatic disturbances of all kinds, strong winds, great movement of land masses, displacement of entire continental tectonic plates, and the displacement of great masses of water from all oceans of the planet. Don't play with those who warn you, because your friend is the one who warns you of danger. I have concrete evidence, but not even in Rumble, I can show, I would be jeopardizing the sources. You only have one option to be alive, to witness these events, very soon. Nibiru is a monster, which will soon be seen in the direction of the constellation of Cancer, with the light off. The light from a sun only shines when it enters a secondary magnetic field like ours. Penetrating the system, it takes on a rotational movement, deforms the space and generates currents that will give it shine. If it came luminous, its light would cause strong repulsion and it would be deflected from its course. Without shine, it suffers the pressure of our sun, but its kinetic momentum will guarantee it penetration into the solar system. At first it will be a reddish light, then blue. After conquering the zone of the great planetary masses Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, he will have the solar opposition in front, but in the rear he will have the weight of the great masses impelling him by a repulsive action. The repulsion against the planets, from the rear, their light shining and the volume of their enormous mass will make our current sun move from the vicinity of the magnetic center, being further away. Then the two suns will demarcate their orbits, with the one of greater mass and less light being closer to the center light. Amos 8-9. Do you believe in the wind? But you don't see the wind, you just feel it. You believe in oxygen, but you don't see it, but you know you're alive because of it. So get ready, because maybe these are the last warnings. Subscribe to the channel and share our videos. At some point before the final change there will be a period of total and absolute silence caused by the change in the electromagnetic field of the planet. When this happens, all passenger planes that circulate on the planet will call, killing all its millions of occupants, as I saw this happening, moments before the planetary change, nor will the sound of the human voice be audible then. When the change occurs, there will be gigantic tsunamis sweeping all the coasts of all countries, which will destroy everything that is coastal, in some places, in plains such as the Great Steppes of Asia and in North, Central and South America and in the Brazilian hinterland. In the north and northeast region, the waters will advance hundreds of kilometers into the continents. England will also be underwater, only islands will remain. The U.S. government has secretly begun the transfer of its federal structure from its capital Washington, D.C., average altitude of 8 meters for the city of Denver. In the state of Colorado, central region of the country and well distant from the oceanic coasts and with an altitude of 1,600 meters, and under whose international airport, the largest underground facility on the planet was built, an immense city, occupied by the secret government, New World Order, of the USA. The impact in Brazil will also be huge and definitive, since society is also concentrated in the low-altitude coastal region and mainly on the coast, as in cities from Manaus, Belém, São Luís, Fortaleza, Natal, João Pessoa, Recife, Aracaju, Salvador, Vitória, Rio de Janeiro, Santos, Florianópolis, and other coastal cities, from south to north, all being state capitals, except Santos, with large metropolitan areas with enormous population concentration and demographic density. When human beings face with great risks to their material survival, his body, ego and intellect, then has awakened in himself the strength of his soul, and evolution at that moment can happen quickly and in a short time. Because the catastrophes has the gift of removing our soul, from the lethargic, stupid and palamerming state in which the most of the planet's inhabitants, regardless of country and or culture, are found, and which concentrates its existence only in material aspects and in their pleasures. They are the WHO will always prefer just more bread and circus, since Rome. Increases in earthquakes, death of fish and birds, all over the planet for no apparent reason, beach of whales and dolphins, which navigate the oceans orienting themselves by the electromagnetic field of the planet, which is already in constant and accelerated change. Severe and extreme changes and variations in climate, growing increase in volcanic activity, mainly in the bottom of the oceans where today there are more than 4,000 active volcanoes, and constantly erupting. Excessive rainfall where it used to be dry, excess drought where it used to rain a lot, as in São Paulo, the melting of the polar ice caps at the south and north poles. Emergence of vegetation in Antarctica and Siberia as a result of the melting ice, increase in speed and destruction caused by winds, increasingly destructive storms. Cyclones, tornadoes and hurricanes more frequently and larger and more destructive, strange celestial phenomena, the arrival of Nibiru, a new celestial body to our solar system. Increase in the temperature of oceanic waters, new comets and asteroids arriving and falling more often to Earth, etc., etc. The behavior of the masses of unconscious zombie human beings will also change. For the much worse, becoming more and more erratic, selfish, stupid and animalistic. Great conflicts and revolutions will arise, because with the change of the electromagnetic field of the planet, this will cause great side effects on the brain and all of human biology, for better or for worse. Even more so because of the technology they accepted in their body in the name of a supposed miracle cure. Subscribe to the channel. I saw these things happening in my meditations, in response to many questions I had asked myself at higher levels of consciousness. These events and facts and future happenings don't need to be accepted by anyone, and I don't even expect anyone to believe them, or worry about them, whatever, everyone has their free will. I'm just trying to share information about the current moment we are living on the planet with those who are interested in their own evolution and know in their most intimate parts that something is happening. But I don't intend to force anyone to believe, I just know that it will be, with that same feeling that you, and many others, but many, have that something very serious is going to happen at any moment. The time we have left is insignificant in cosmic terms. This feeling that springs from our interior is vital and true for those who feel it. Doubts end and we just start to know, understand and stop believing in anything else. Exclamation mark. In any case, there are less than 2 years left and then we will know what will really happen. Let us meditate and pray for our own elevation. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and activate the notifications, to receive the new videos. Spread our videos to the 3,000 subscribers. You who think you have heard everything, you will have no words with what you will hear here on this channel. We are unique with astronomical information. Thanks.